And now, another episode of Crit Camp Gaming.
You went away and you're back. Oh my God, guys, it's everything. We love the Stephanie Straw. Yo, how'd you mad?
How'd you mad?
No, how'd you glad?
How'd you glad?
No, how'd you glad? Guys, Stephanie Straw's here. If you guys don't know her, you're ridiculous. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
We all know. We all know her. We all know her.
That's right, guys. We made it back to air. We're here to play some role player tonight. It's a learn and play night, and we're honored to have our special guest tonight, Stephanie Straw. She's a big member of the board game community. She's from DFW Nerd Night. You might know her from the drinky show you guys do where you drink too much and it's all women playing board games.
Oh, we don't drink too much. It's Games on the Rocks.
Oh, yeah. Games on the Rocks. That's what I'm so get hyped, says a thing. Thank you so much for the bits, guys, and thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, Stephanie Straw's from the On Board Games podcast. You might have caught that. We were honored to be part of that podcast as well. She did a great interview. It was a lot of fun, and we got a lot of community members that joined from that, so thank you so much for that, Stephanie. And we're psyched to talk to you, but we're glad to have you here. And she's also part of a lot of Twitch board game communities. Man, I don't even know where to start. She works for Board Game Geek? What?
I'm on Twitch a lot, for sure.
She's on Twitch a lot? I mean, what else? What am I forgetting, Lyle? She's awesome. She has like the best.
You're forgetting this.
Awesome.
You're forgetting
awesome.
this. This is for Sea Otter.
Oh, look!
Oh,
I'm gonna start cracking open right now.
We're all cracking our LaCroix.
We're all cracking our LaCroix.
Cheers!
Cheers, everybody! Cheers!
I'm rocking a delicious pamplemousse.
Oh,
Mine is
very good.
Natural lime flavored.
Oh, you got
Very
the natural
nice. I love
lime?
lime.
Ooh, that was my first LaCroix I ever had right
It's
there.
classic.
The first LaCroix I ever had was the lime version.
That's
as well.
right. It's everybody's first LaCroix.
Yeah, this is like the settlers of Catan.
Yeah, it's a gateway. It's a gateway. LaCroix.
Gateway LaCroix.
It's the gateway LaCroix. I'm just drinking some more Cerise Lomo. I've moved on to a new flavor, Lyle, of the Curate. I don't know. This is my innocent.
Cherry lime.
Notice
that
the
has
thin
limes
can.
on it too, though. But that has like 2 flavors.
Yes, it's mixed flavor. It's innocent. If you haven't gotten it, make sure you know it's innocent.
Is mine innocent? I don't
No,
think
ours is
mine's
not innocent.
No. And you also notice how thin my can is.
Mine's salt-free, sodium-free, no salt here, guys.
Free. No
Natural
calories,
sweeteners?
no artificial sweeteners. That's
Okay,
right.
The whole show is. Do you have a sponsorship yet?
No, this is what we do. This is what we talk. We just talk about LaCroix most of the time.
Hey, chat, by the way.
Yeah. Say, hey, what's up? And hey, everyone, there's so many people here, and they're psyched to see it. I have to say, Steph, the hype on Twitter was real. Guys, Stephanie just knows all the right people. She knows all the good stuff. She's inside in the board game world, and she's just a lot of fun. She's a great person, so she's a member of our community, and we want to bring her on to introduce you to her. We're just going to talk to her a little bit about her gaming background and that kind of thing. Feel free to ask her questions as well. And then she's going to give us a run-through of Role Player. If you haven't seen our Learn and Play segments, they're great. Trashorama came on and did Santorini with us recently, and that was a lot of fun. We've done stuff with other folks, so... Our most recent guest is Stephanie Straw. And Steph, first question, how you doing?
Aw, that's so... You know what? I don't know that a lot of people ask that during an interview. That's very sweet. I am doing quite well. Thank you.
Good. Lyle, second question.
Lyle, your response?
Yeah.
Well, are you asking me how I am doing, or am I giving you another question?
I don't know. You guys are running the show, right? Do I interview you?
Yeah. So, Lyle, were you going to ask a question? I was about to jump on you there.
Oh, no, go for it.
So Stephanie hails from Arkansas, and you've been rocking stuff for Board Game Geek. You've been on a lot of travels. Where have you been going recently? What's been going on? What's been going on with your board game life? It's crazy.
This is probably my busiest convention year. I have just like slowly added on these conventions, and every time I try and take one away, people are like, no, you gotta go to Origins again this year, because I thought about not going last year and end up going. So I've been to OrcaCon this year, and that's my second year there. That is in Seattle.
Okay.
That's a smallish new convention. It has kind of the vibe of Geekway and BGG con, and I went to Geekway, I was going to go to BGG Spring for the first time, but I wasn't able to make it because I was sick. I don't know if some of the people in chat were there. If anyone's kind of in the central area, then maybe they were there. But that's not a huge destination con because it's kind of newer. A lot of people go to the one in the fall. I'll be going to that one. Are you guys going to any convention?
No, because I think it's the same time as Unplugged, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the same.
Is.
I think it might just be this year, the same time as Unplugged. We're unable to get another time, so.
Yeah, so we won't be at BGG Con this year, but that's cool.
So I'll be at BGG Con. I'll hold it down for you.
Yes.
I'll represent
the
game for you at BGG Con.
Nice.
I'm going to Eschenspiel for the first time.
Overseas? That's over in like Europe, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
It's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah.
Right? I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. You get to see the big award giving? Is that part of that whole thing? Is it because that's when they give the Spiel des Jahres?
The Spiel des Jahres is different. That's at a different time.
Oh, okay.
Board Game Geek actually does coverage of that on YouTube. We do like live commentary during the award show.
Cool.
It's at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. our time usually.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
Ish. So it's in the middle of the night for us over here in the U.S. But I might be doing that. So I might be there in spirit.
Nice.
I might go to Dice Tower Con, but I don't know yet. And then Gen Con. I think that's
the end of your road.
Origins, and then Origins, Gen Con, maybe Dice Tower, Essenspiel, Board Game Geek.
It's just unbelievable how many things are going to.
We don't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I sit on my ass at home.
Well, you have this show to run, you know.
Yeah, we do this. This is
the show to run.
We're
cool. There's only two that are in the works for us. One is PAX, and the other one is is SwitchCon.
Yeah.
PAX Unplugged will be pretty hype. Yeah, Sea Otter says that. Yeah, I got to meet Sea Otter at Geekway.
Yeah, that's right. You got to hang out with Sea Otter. How was that?
I love meeting people from the internet that I interact with like all of the time. It feels like I know them.
Yeah.
So I always want people to come up to me if they recognize me. And I'll come up to you if I recognize you and say, hey, what's up? And let's introduce each other and play a game. It's really cool to put a face to a name and actually have some IRL experiences and prove that we're not all just, faces on the internet.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we're all real people. So
that's great.
I love meeting people from Twitch out in the wild. So it was good to meet Sea Otter.
And Dinatron dropped 1,000 bits, guys. So thank you so much for doing that and supporting the channel.
Yeah, Dinatron, thank you so much.
See you, Steph. He says it's great to see you. So thank you so much.
So
yeah,
sweet.
thanks, guys. I think in chat everyone's like,
I can't handle this. I'm only a guest, and I'm gonna be one of those streamers that cries.
Well, we're super.
You ever see those ones that just break down like mid video game?
Yeah, I mean. We've got. I mean, that's the great thing about. And you were just saying about meeting people in the wild, like meeting those kind of things. I mean, we get. I think we're really lucky, especially. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the board game community. On Twitch, it's been great. I mean, everyone's been super supportive of this channel and other board game streams for sure, and the Tabletop Network. That you're right. It feels really good. And Dinatron just dropped 1,000 bits, so thank you so much, and everyone else that's even just hanging out, watching and asking questions, and excited to see people like Steph. That's really cool. So that's awesome. You get to go out and meet him, and we're really excited about that too, Steph.
Do you guys have alerts on?
Yep.
For your.
Oh yeah.
We do have alerts on. We're getting. It's weird because now that you can do different animated cheer modes, those sometimes don't pop. I don't think.
She's like watching our chat. She's like,
no, I'm just gonna do a thing.
Oh, she's hacking the Gibson, guys.
Oh my God. Hack the planet.
Yeah. And also, guys, like with this whole thing, if you subbed, you just have to refresh and share.
Yeah. which Alex did when he resubbed.
Yeah.
And I saw that alert.
So yeah, thank you so much for subbing, guys, and all the subs while we were off. Today we were testing out a bunch of new stuff and doing that kind of thing, but we got the new build up. But so I just want to talk to Steph a little bit more before we do that. Oh, right there.
Oh, Desert Raven. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the resub, and of course my alert is
all
all messed
and
up.
Steph.
Hearts.
Oh my God.
Gotta crank it up.
I've been waiting to do that on show. Like.
Thank you so much. That's so cool.
So
all you guys, welcome to the best camp on Twitch.
Yeah, guys, throw out the cheers. Throw out the cheers in chat.
Yeah, for all our new subs.
That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun.
This is so cool.
To do
We've got such a cool community. Now we're just talking about the community you guys bring, and the hype.
Yeah.
But I want to say, what are some of the best? So we since we're talking about cons, and Lyle and I are going to be going to our first big cons this year. Will be our first. Well, we went to New York Comic Con and stuff, but in terms of gaming cons, what are some of your favorite things you get to do there besides just meeting awesome people and playing games?
That's number one. Actually, people are number one, right? Because you can play the games without the people, and I play a lot of solo games, but the people are number one for sure. Games are number two. Just getting to see, it's really cool. There's this line that you sort of cross in the board game hobby where publisher names, designer names, illustrator names, podcasters, media content creators. There's a line that you cross, and at conventions you really see that. You can talk to Rob Davio and he's super chill.
Eric
you can
Lang.
talk to Eric Lang. Yeah. You can, right?
Yeah.
And they're so chill. And that, I think, is really amazing. They're so accessible and available and down to earth. And I don't think that you can get that in every hobby / industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's a very special thing.
Yeah, and that's really cool. Getting to meet them, maybe play a game with them, play test stuff that's coming out. Most people can't just go play a video game that's in development, right?
Right.
You don't get to just do that, but you could just be in the right place at the right time at a convention and get to play the role player expansion and help create the games that are coming out.
Yeah, I think that's one of the coolest things. We see on your Twitter was because you were at the Gathering of Friends this year. I think you mentioned that in your list.
I forgot about that one. Yeah,
the Gathering of Friends. I mean, we had Chris from Ismati. He was there, and he was talking about playing games with you and Eric Lang the same way. And I'm like, wait, what? I was like, and then we talked to people in chat Reld knows you. He's got a card. You guys saw the Stephanie Straw card. I've got it over here.
Really?
I mean, I'm like,
Eric.
Yeah.
Well, I'll use his Reld. Yeah, his. I met him. He's one of the first people that I met, actually, in the industry.
Oh, okay.
Several years ago. So, through some friends, when I was just dipping my toe into that line that I was talking about, crossing that line. So, oh my gosh, that's so funny. It doesn't really. You can't really tell it's me because I colored hair since then.
What do you mean?
Right? Yeah.
Look at that arm.
That's totally you.
Adam.
But we still have to
Adam
get.
Did that art.
We still have to get Reld's card though.
I know. I need Reld's card.
A lot of people get them signed at conventions. So bring your copy of Bottom of the Ninth. I don't even have all my cards signed. I'm working.
Do you have
on
this? Just because we're talking about it, do you have this one signed?
I do have that one signed.
Damn it!
Oh yeah, that would be. Oh, we want that.
I have all the Geek All Stars State of Games because that's where I started. Actually, is doing the podcast for the State of Games and would often guest on the Geek All Stars podcast. So I have Dan's card signed. Yeah.
Matt, do you know what Matt does to me all the time? He goes to these things like Gen Con, and he meets Dan, the board game man, who I introduced him to through this show, and then he goes, takes pictures with him, and gets cool cups and all this cool stuff, and I have nothing from Dan. Nothing. I love Dan.
You
do love Dan. You love Dan so much.
He will be mine. Oh yes, he will be mine.
Well, he's kind of like us because because we're kind of video game, board game hybrids.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
He plays a lot of video games too. So
he plays a ton of Heroes.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Wait, have you ever been to Nerdtacular? Are you a Frog Pants folk?
I do watch the Frog Pants. I see you watching their morning show sometimes.
Oh, I love Scott Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so great.
I love Scott Johnson. Yeah.
So that's great. I mean, see, what the cool thing is here. I want to talk to I want to get in on Stephanie, but what's so awesome about you, Steph? And it obviously shows that you're so community oriented. It's we can't not talk about other people.
I know, right?
You were and I mean that sincerely. You exude community, which is so awesome. And it's I'll start talking to you about your hair color, and you'll be like, yeah, but Dan, you should see, you should see what he did.
Yeah. I mean, I love these people.
So in terms of that, what are your most recent projects that you're kind of that you're involved with right now? I just want to make sure people can know where to find you.
Yeah, so I'm actually getting into it's hard to do it full time, but I'm dipping my toe into board game stuff in the industry. So I've got contract work that I'm doing with Board Game Geek now. I'm still doing the live convention coverage, so I'll be doing the convention coverage at Origins coming up, Gen Con, Essen Spiel. But I'm also going to be doing videos for their YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
And then we're going to be doing some Twitch stuff. We're doing the live convention coverage. It's going to be on Twitch, which we just started this year because it used to be on live stream.
Yeah, we were hanging out with you a little bit. Where was that?
Oh yeah, that's right. There was somebody. I think so.
Where was that?
I remember somebody was crumpling paper and doing an ASMR.
Yeah, what was that?
BGG stream.
Yeah. Eric Martin was doing that.
Yeah,
we were talking about that. That was at Gamma, I think. That was they were at Gamma.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
We were watching. Right. Yeah, we were watching it. Their coverage. I didn't go to Gamma because that one's kind of like a shorter one. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So you'll be doing that stuff though. You'll be on camera for those things. Awesome.
Yeah. I'll be doing like shooting, like writing, producing, editing, like from start to finish. Just with some direction from Lincoln Zammer of Game Night. If you watch the Board Game Geek TV stuff on YouTube, he's going to kind of be helping to manage that. So I'll be doing that.
Speaking of being on camera, how was being on Geek and Sundry for International Tabletop Day?
Yeah, I forgot. I did that too. I went to LA. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, where did I go? You don't live anywhere.
I know.
So cool.
It's nice to have a roommate that takes care of the house while I'm gone and all my
Very
animals.
nice.
And my board games.
Yeah.
More importantly. So the Geek and Sundry, that was really cool. They I kind of just extended invitations to some people, and I got to go and I played I think it ended up being a 12 or 13 hour game of Twilight Imperium on this beautiful custom table, which I know you guys saw.
It was awesome.
These two brothers made. It's huge. They literally have like furniture just for this game, right? It's this huge table just for this game. It's crazy, and you can't. It's not prepared for anything else other than this game. And custom of those little custom planets. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Geek and Sundry was really neat. I love looking at behind the scenes stuff, like how it looks so small.
Right.
It looks so, they're, just in this little table whenever you watch the Geek and Sundry stream. If any of you guys watch that too, I watch that too.
Sometimes.
It's crazy to watch that. It's all in one room in different sets all along the room. And I'm like, how do they not talk over each other or whatever, So everyone was super nice, of course. LA is awesome.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. It was a unique experience. I definitely wanted to do it. At least, I probably won't be invited back next year, right? Because they've got to invite other people. But it was good to do it.
Yeah, that was
good
awesome.
to do it the one time.
It was crazy. That game was insane. Did you play the whole game? Like, did you finish a game?
Oh, yeah.
How long did it take?
Yeah, we finished. 12 or 13 hours, but we took a lot of breaks, and they actually told us, so they had 18 hours scheduled for the whole event, and they wanted us to stretch it out as long as possible. So we were actually very leisurely taking our turns. We were not like, go, 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 hurry up, let's go quick.
Gotcha.
We also played with a bunch of different rules that I don't normally play with, because you can house rule the snot out of this game, right? And you can add in all this stuff and expansions and do this instead of this. So we all kind of had to just get familiar with the specific rules that we were playing anyway. As well, I think I ended in third. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. That thing was huge.
Oh, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
In an 8-player game. I kind of didn't have a chance at the end. It was between two people, so I helped this one player win.
Yeah. Well, that's super rad. And I did, and Sea Otter reminds me too. I wanted to ask you about all the work you do for Extra Life, everything you do with the kids and stuff like that. Like, how did you get so involved with doing such a thing?
So actually, through the community, through Twitter, Marguerite Cottrell was talking about. She lives in Seattle and works for Card Kingdom, an FLGS. She's been doing their procurement for years and years, and she's amazing. And she does her own videos on YouTube, and she's on our Games on the Rocks show.
Okay.
With Meeples included. She was talking about doing this 24-hour board game marathon, and I was like, that seems like a lot of fun. Jokingly, I want to go to Seattle, I want to do that, right? I'd never been to Seattle. And then a couple of my friends from Twitter that I'd never met in person said, yeah, let's go do that. And then the next thing, like literally an hour later, someone bought a plane ticket to Seattle and then they're going. And it was like, I guess we're doing this. And so a lot of us that had never met each other in person just bought a plane ticket and went to this 24-hour board game marathon, which ended up being for Extra Life.
Yeah.
And I have been hooked since then.
Yeah,
hooked because I love charity work. I've done that ever since I was little when I was a candy striper in hospitals. And it's like hospitals specifically. I think I'm just like in kids. I'm really passionate about because that's our future and that's our health. And
that's freaking awesome.
We need healthy board gamers to play games with.
Yeah, that's so cool. No, like you do a ton of stuff with that. It was so awesome. I remember I was on. I was in the chat for one of your DFW Nerd Nights, and you had a guy on that I think is really involved with Extra Life as well. I think he works with you a lot. I forget his name.
I've had a couple of different on. There's Keith that was on.
Okay.
And there's we've had, I don't know which one you're talking about. We've had a couple of people on.
He's a good-looking dude. He's a thinner, good-looking, like.
Doesn't really narrow. I think it was Keith. Yeah. It was recently.
Hey, Keith. No, but when's your next Extra Life event? When's your next? What's your next? What are your plans for your next big Extra Life event? I mean, I know we've always talked about doing a 12-hour thing. We want to do one. We're definitely going to do one, hopefully soon. What's your next big endeavor with Extra Life? Do you have anything planned currently?
So at Gen Con, a couple of some media folks are going to get together and do this charity contest. And it's going to be, we're going to get to pick our own charity. Okay. I'm going to pick Extra Life. So that's like me, Brawling Brothers, Blue Peg, Pink Peg, Rolling Dice, Taking Names, and a couple of others. And we're going to, I don't even know exactly what we're doing.
Okay.
I've just got them along for the ride. We're going to play some games and compete and try and win money. Like those, like, I guess, I don't want to use the word celebrity because I'm not a celebrity, but those celebrity poker tournaments where you like,
she's a celebrity.
You know, play for your stuff.
You can use celebrity here.
You're the celebrity tonight. This is the Stephanie Straw night. Well, that's so awesome, man. There's so much stuff I want to talk to you about. But we're here to play some role play. Like, there's like, I'm trying to like now pick and choose out of your 1,000 million things that are awesome that you do, including what's your favorite hair color?
So my eyes are blue. I don't know if you can see. My eyes are like steely gray blue. So I like the cool tones. Brings that out.
Nice. All right, the blues and the purples.
Actually, the reason that my hair is colored is for charity. So the very first Extra Life I did, if I got to a certain amount, then I would color my hair, and I let the highest donors pick my hair color. So I had two that were tied, and so they picked. One picked silver and blue, and the other said silver and purple. So I did silver, blue, and purple, and I've just kind of stuck with that. I guess I could do other colors. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll do board colors. Maybe I'll do crit camp colors.
That would be sweet.
I would lose my mind.
That would be so sweet.
You lose your.
That's so cool. Yeah, we'd lose our mind. We'd lose our minds because. Thank you so much, Westgrove, for joining the camp, man. You've been a big part of the camp. We really appreciate the support. I didn't mean to do.
But Westgrove did the second tier sub.
What? Westgrove did the second tier. The epic sub.
Wait. What do you get for the second tier sub?
Well, we're gonna announce that soon. So now Twitch allows you to have tiered subs. You have the first tier. You have a $10 a month tier, and then you have a $25 a month tier. We actually have an announcement coming up soon, guys, in future streams. Lyle and I were working on it today. Lyle's busy. He's fiending away on other things. So he's going hard. He's having fun, and we're gonna have an announcement soon. So you'll get an exclusive emote. We can tell you that you get to rock as a $10 sub, which is really cool.
Xbox Mayor wants chat to get to pick your hair color.
Mine? Is that a bad joke? Everyone's a joker.
Everyone's got jokes.
Laugh away, laugh away. Savage. I'll play this for him. That's awesome. How many bits?
There you go.
To have me dye my hair, says Robo. Right. Well, that's awesome, Steph. Thank you. So, one last question. Lyle, do you have any other questions before I ask one last question? Before we get into
No, I think...
What?
No, it's not really a question. I just wanted to say a comment because when I met you when we did the podcast, and then we started showing up together on different people's chats and stuff. There was something that happened, and I don't know. I feel a kinship with you specifically.
We are.
I was just like, I don't know what's going on, but I love this girl. I think she's great, and we just get along in a way that like
we
I don't know.
Agree on like literally everything, and we have bonded through the horse emoji. That's totally a horse.
Yes,
it's totally a horse.
And I know Chris told us not to do this.
He did. Look at how red he is. So mad.
I'm like.
But I just had to say.
I feel like we're like in the high school lunchroom, and like I'm the third friend. That's like.
I'm just saying, like you're
we're
my
best
friend.
Friends, guys.
You're my friend too. You're my friend too. But if something's going on, like I might call Lyle first.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the third wheel friend. Don't worry, I've been in the triangle relationships before. We can make it work. And that's what I say. I say this will work.
No, you know what? Actually, here's the deal. Here's the real deal. I would call you first or you first, depending on what it was.
What you needed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm the friend with the car, but you want to hang out with Lyle.
Yeah, like for like production questions on Twitter.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Chris. We should totally hang out and have a. But how did you do this? Where did you get that? Hey, we're good friends. Hey, what's Lyle doing?
Chris,
you want to call Lyle?
Chris,
want him to hang out?
Chris, let me buy you a cheese. I like talk about Lyle the whole time.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, what do you think Lyle's doing right now? Who cares? I don't know. Nothing. Not hanging out. Yeah, but if Lyle was here, what do you think?
Oh my gosh. We have someone else that subs to Horses on Demand in chat. Actually, I think I've seen it.
Yeah, JXM.
Oh yeah, no, JXM. Yeah.
Third wheel cringe, says Westcro. Exactly. This is brutal, man.
That's not true. I love Chris. Oh,
no, we all know. No, stop. We all know. Everybody loves Chris.
We do.
Everybody
Do you
knows.
still have your birthday balloon up?
I do. Is that
Oh my god. I didn't mean it like that.
Listen, it's the only thing that makes him happy, okay? Let him have it. Just let him have the balloon, okay?
No, don't. That's sad.
I feel like I should be sitting here like this.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Oh my god. This is so good.
This party's fun.
Oh, that's really cute, actually. That's really sweet. That's
really sweet.
Oh god. Ugh.
Hey guys, let's play some role player. I brought my board games.
Role player. I'll let you win, Chris. You can win this game.
Cool. Okay. This party's great. It's a great party.
I do. I love you. Really, all jokes aside.
Robo says this balloon won't judge me.
Love my balloon.
It has a lot of helium in it.
It does.
I'm really impressed by that.
My birthday was on the 11th, so next level plays for my balloon.
Are you still doing burpees? Even after like the incident?
Burpee, yeah, for every 1,000 bits, so I have to do like 10 burpee bits. Yeah.
Denatron bought burpees straight off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, glad Crit Camp brought role players so that insert straw and Moscato can play. Would you guys? I hate you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my toys. Okay, here we go. So, thank you. So it's great. So let's get into this game, guys. What do you say? And by the way, for all the new subs and everyone that's joining, we're giving away Bloodborne. Speaking of games.
Oh, cool.
So this month, to all our subs, you have a chance to win Bloodborne. So there you go, Steph. You have a chance to win Bloodborne now, officially.
Dude, I
you probably already own it.
I played it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, hey, cool, thanks. Cool.
But if you have a copy, then you can come over and we could play it sometime.
Yeah, hey, all right. Cool. Hey, sweet. I'd love to do that. I'm not doing anything. If I have other plans, I'll change them.
You don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Dr. Hannah, welcome to the best camp on Twitch.
Yeah.
Welcome, Dr. Hannah.
It is the best camp on Twitch, obviously. It's in the name. It's the tagline, so it's got to be true.
Welcome.
So they're asking if it's going to be the base or with the Kickstarter expansion. It's just the base.
Base game.
Yeah.
But the Kickstarter is coming out. So tell us. So let's get into that, guys. Let's get into the game.
Yeah.
There's so many things we could be doing and playing around with. I just wanted to promote that real fast. Thank you for joining the best camp on Twitch, Dr. Hannah. We really appreciate the support. Now that my heart's broken and ripped out of my chest. But the
hearts for mittens, everybody.
Hearts for mittens.
Yeah, hearts.
Thanks.
Send Chris some hearts. We need some hearts.
So we're gonna be playing some role player. We're gonna play some role player because we got nothing else. But so Steph, let's play some role player. We're gonna be hanging out with you guys. She's gonna give us a little rundown because Lyle and I have never played role player, and it will be the base game. Steph, tell us a little bit about role player.
So Role Player is a game where you all just randomly select a role-playing character, and then that's the game.
And then you build the best character or something?
Oh.
Yeah. No, the game just ends. You all just randomly pick one, and then that's it. Game's over.
Oh, cool game.
It's a whole game. It's a whole game.
Did I hear a cat?
Yo,
that is Gidget.
Oh, it was her cat. I thought it was your cat.
Yeah.
There's probably some hashtag free Gidget fans in chat, but that's
Gidget. Everyone's going crazy with Gidget. Relb, Gidget.
She's a diva. She loves to be on stream. She might pop up here in a second.
Awesome.
No, Role Player is a dice placement game, and your really cool idea. You're actually rolling up your role-playing character. So you're given an alignment and stuff like that in the beginning, a class, a backstory. But you're kind of working to create the best character to fit that. So you want to max out your stats and create the best role player with the best reputation. That's what the victory points are called in this game, is reputation. Cool. So do you you don't have the board showing yet, do you?
Yeah, I can. We can jump right into it. Let's get into it, guys. Let's show off what this is about. Mordkin saying, "Oh, what's up, Mordkin? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?" It's a good game and it has depth and replayability. So let us know, guys. If you have any questions while she's teaching us, definitely let us know. That's
a good note. Before we hop into it, you can play this game solo. And it's one of those solo type games where at game end, if your reputation is a certain amount, that's like how well you've done. So if you get 38 plus, you're a true hero. But if you get less than or equal to 21, you're just an NPC.
And are we going to learn that, Nerds Beware has been hanging out. What's going on, buddy? I know Nerds Beware was tweeting out that he plays it solo often and stuff like that. Plays great solo.
I love this game.
How hard is it to score? I noticed on the score sheet 40 is the most. Is that really hard to do? Is that a
No. Well, yeah. 40. Yeah, 40.
Yeah.
It's not hard to score, but 40.
I mean, I don't really know too much. I was I just noticed you were saying play solo, so I guess you're trying to set new highs for yourself, right?
Yeah. 40 would for sure be hard. There's also some different variants. There's 4 different variants. So you can change up this game in a lot of different ways, even after you've played just the base game the way that it is.
Nice.
So, do you want me to hop right into teaching how to play?
Let's get into it.
Tabletopia kind of automatically sets up some stuff for you. So you can see this here on Tabletopia. Can they see it?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So I'll use yours. I'll use your player sheet to kind of go over what we're looking at here, and
it's good. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, so in the base game, there are 7 different cards, and there's a couple of different ways that you can deal out this stuff. Some games will give you specific rules on how you do it. Some will say choose random, whatever. In this one, you'll actually roll a die to see who's the start player, and then you'll take turns in clockwise order picking a character, or you can randomly give them out, or you can do draw 2, pick 1, kind of whatever your deal is. But the actual rules way is that the start player would get to choose which character that they want. And the characters, kind of matter. So there are some different stuff going on with the different characters.
Okay.
Your class card, which we all have assigned already, is in the top right. So you can see that mine says monk. If I flip it, it says bard. So the way that you choose that is you'll pick a die from the bag, and whatever color that die is, that's what class card you get. And then you actually choose which side that you want, and they have different special abilities. So, for example, this monk says after discarding a card from the market, you may take any attribute action. That's awesome. Or bard, during a round in which you place a die in charisma, you may buy an additional card from the market.
Cool.
So you actually have a choice in getting to pick which one might be better suited for you. And you can see that these stars on the left side are different based on which one.
I see.
Yep.
Cool.
And the backstory is going to be randomly assigned. So down here in the bottom right, I am the chosen one. I am the chosen orc. And this really just kind of adds a little bit of, if you place dice in these areas that match these colors, you get extra points. And you can see the scoring at the bottom. Anytime you see those little stars, that's reputation, and those are victory points.
That's what we're trying to acquire. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to acquire at the end of the game. And there's a set round. There's not a one player ends the game and you finish a round or whatever. It's just once we've all filled up our boards, which we'll all do at the same time, then that's the game, and then we score. So the backstory is cool, and you can read it, and it's like kind of fun to think about. I'm an orc that's a monk that was chosen. I was born with a sacred mark according to the prophecies, and I am destined to have a great power and influence on the kingdom.
Very nice.
You also get, if you look over here on the far left, an alignment. Okay, so you can see some stars here, and there's some negative victory point stuff here. So at the end of the game, you want to end with whatever that alignment is. So I want to kind of be chaotic, I want to be lawful.
Lawful neutral.
I don't want to be good. I don't want to be evil. I want to be like lawful neutral. So I'm a lawful neutral orc. And I will actually lose victory points if I am chaotic at all. And then I'll get no victory points if I'm like lawful good. Great.
Okay.
And how does that happen?
You'll move your cube throughout the game. You'll be able to manipulate it with these actions: strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, and then through market cards. So I'll just go ahead and go through what those mean, and then I'll go through a turn and what that looks like. Okay. So this strength at the top. So you'll be rolling dice and then picking them, and they'll be a set color and a set die facing. But you'll get to manipulate that via these attributes. Okay. So when you place a die in the strength attribute, you get to switch any die, including the one that you placed, over to the other side. And chat, let me know if I get anything wrong, of course. But you get to flip it to any side. So you can see this player sheet specifically, I have a +2 to strength and a -2 to intelligence. Those are different for the different races. Okay. Dragonkin will be different. You might have a +2 and a -2 somewhere else.
Gotcha.
Several +1s and several -1s. I think they all equal out to be like a net 0. So like my +2 kind of cancels out my -2, right? But what that means is the dice that I have placed in my strength, the 3 dice that I have there, I'll add a +2 to that. And if you look on the top right, if I get an 18 plus, I get 3 victories. Right? So I just have to place at least 16 total die facing here. And then I will achieve that at the end of the game. Right.
I see.
16 plus 2. Got it.
Talking about strength.
There's also this gold outline on the last row. You get a gold for placing your last die in the attribute. There's a couple of ways that you'll get gold, which I'll go through later. But dexterity lets you swap any 2 dice. You will swap any 2 dice in their current locations. You have to swap a die with another die. You cannot swap a die with an empty location.
Okay.
Got it.
Question before you go on. Like, if you place a die in dexterity, you have to do this action? Like,
you do not have to. You do not have to.
You can say, I don't want to swap a die. Okay.
Yeah. And you'll always place in the leftmost to the right, so you don't like immediately place in the last row, right? You always like fill the row from the left to the right.
Right. Okay.
Constitution. That one lets you change your alignment, or sorry, not your alignment. That one lets you add a pip up or down. You cannot add from 6 to 1, and you can't go from 1 to 6. But you can make a 1 a 2, a 2 a 1, that kind of thing. But you just the die by 1.
Oh, I see.
All right.
Again, let me know if I'm wrong on that 6-1 thing, because that's different in a lot of games.
No, I think I remember from what I heard, you can't go like, well.
Yeah, you can't go around the world that way.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I have this up open. Yeah, that's correct. I'm looking at the reference sheet. Cool. So intelligence will let you re-roll a die. So that could be good, could be bad. Never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so in my intelligence, I have a -2. So I have to get a 14 plus. So that means I have to have at least 16 total in my dice in that row to score that one victory.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wisdom will allow you to change your alignment. So you'll get to move your cube either like up, down, sideways, orthogonally, or
you can go diagonally and stuff? Oh, it has to be orthogonal. Okay.
It has to be orthogonally.
Okay, so you can't go diagonally. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what the arrows kind of mean, is that it's only orthogonally, but
Gotcha.
it's kind of confusing the way that it looks.
Okay, so no Diagon Alley. Okay.
Right.
That's right.
First Harry Potter reference. I don't know.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
Okay.
It's always okay. It's always okay.
Thanks for the bits. Denatron.
Thanks, Denatron.
Free Gidget, he says.
She's meowing in the background. I don't know where she went. She'll show up.
Sea Otter says if you re-roll a dice using int, why am I drawing a blank? Action, you can't keep the new roll or the old roll.
Yes, you have to keep the new roll. Yeah,
you can keep the old roll. What?
You can keep the old roll.
You can keep.
Oh yeah, you can.
You can keep the new roll or the old roll.
Oh, okay. So you can keep the dice. So you get to see what it would be and then decide if you want it or not.
Yeah, and it goes in its same spot. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Awesome.
That's good to know. Good to know. Little crit nose there, guys.
The charisma will give you a free discount on buying a market card.
Okay.
Basically. And there are little tokens for that.
Right here?
But it's kind of a really quick action. You actually place, that's it. So you actually place your dice. Everyone places their dice, and then you do the market action. So it's kind of a really quick thing, but it's just to remember that you placed a die in charisma, that you know that you have a discount on that dollar. You do not, which I'll go over the market cards, you do not get an extra $1 for discarding a market card versus buying it. It's only if you buy it that you'll get to get the discount. So yeah.
And
so
do you have to use it that round?
Or? You have to use it that round, or you lose it. It's gone in the cleanup phase. Okay.
Okay.
So that's how the dice placement works. And at the bottom, you can see how scoring works, but I'll go over that at the end. So the rounds, there's 4 phases. There's the roll phase, the dice phase, the market phase, and the cleanup phase. In the roll phase, the start player will take the number of dice plus number of players plus 1. So in a 3-player game, which we have, you'll roll 4 dice. And there are 4 market cards out, as you can already see up here. You can show the market cards.
Yep.
And those are just randomly placed out there. The order doesn't matter, even though they're next to the 1, 2, and the 3 and the 4. Those are not associated necessarily with those numbers.
Okay.
You place a gold for setup on the middle initiative cards, the 1, 2, 3, and the 4. So in a 4-player game, you'll place it on the 2 and the 3, and in a 5-player game, you'll place it on the 2, the 3, and the 4. So that is, you'll have like kind of an extra incentive, and you can see that on the cards too, right? They have a little symbol on them. So the 2 and the 3 have a little gold symbol on them.
Yep.
So when you take that die, then you'll get that. So after the dice are rolled, you place them in order from lowest to highest on the initiative cards. So for example, if you rolled a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, or there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, almost.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So if you rolled, in this example, if the start player rolled this, you would place the 1 here, the 3 on the 2, the 4 on the 3, and the 5 on the 4. If you had any that were the same, so if the 3 was also a 4, you get to choose whether you want to place the black 4 on the 2 or the black 4 on the 3, and it could matter.
Okay.
Okay. So you get to choose any ties. The person that rolled, who is the start player, gets to choose where those go. But it always goes from lowest to highest otherwise. After that, you will take turns choosing your dice. So the start player will choose which die and initiative card they want. They will get an extra gold if they pick the 2 or the 3, right, which is already on this card. You will also, when you place a gold die, get an extra gold. Okay.
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 And then if you place it in your third slot, that's the hardest one to remember. You'll get an extra gold for that.
Right.
Actually, sorry, you'll get. I think you'll get 2 gold for placing a yellow die.
Oh, you get 2 gold for just placing
it.
What? 2 gold when placing a gold die on a character sheet. Yeah, that's correct.
Cool.
Wow.
1 gold when placing the third die in the attribute row, and then 1 gold, which is already on the cards when you get the middle cards.
Sea Otter saying, yep, it's 2 gold for placing a gold die.
Nice.
Yeah. So after everyone picks their cards, so say I was start player, and say I take the 2, the gold, and the black 3, right?
Okay.
And then maybe Chris takes the 3, the gold, and the white 4, and then I'll take the 4 and the gold dice. So I would get an extra gold, Chris gets an extra gold, and you'll get an extra 2 gold for placing that one, for the gold die. And then in turn order, we would get to buy market cards. So the 1 and the 1 initiative card on the die is discarded, right?
Okay.
But I would go first because I picked the 2, and I get to choose any of these market cards that I want to buy. Okay. The cost is at the top right. So you can see this leather boot for 3. This weak crate card is 2. This ancient spear is 2, and this long sword is 3. And these will so and the armor.
Man, I'm losing you a little bit. Is it just me though?
Yeah,
Or
it's just
losing
going in and
yours?
out. It's Skype being
Okay.
Skype. I think we're getting
Gotcha.
auto gained.
The armor. So you'll see the armor is kind of 2 different colors, and those relate to the player colors. You get a bonus for getting the more stuff in that same color. So if you get a bunch of purple armor, then you'll get the bonus indicated on the stars. So it's kind of like a set. Right?
Okay.
Like a leather set, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And the traits, you'll see that there's a little arrow on the cost up here in the top right.
Yeah.
That you get to move your alignment immediately whenever you take it.
Oh, cool.
If you cannot take that action, for example, if my die is all the way to the right and I take that, that's okay. You can still buy the card.
Oh, okay.
But you would do that whether you want to or not. You would move that whenever you buy that card. And then you would have that trait. And then the weapons are just kind of some additional things. Some of them will give you extra gold, like this one. When scoring attribute goals, +1 value for all dice of your class color. So if I had this long sword, I am player color purple. If I end up placing a lot of purple dice, then I will get extra victory points.
Sweet.
Which is pretty cool. The only other card that's not out here is a skill card. And I'll talk about that whenever one comes out. But the skill cards are, you'll do a alignment change action to activate it. And you have to be able to do that alignment change, which is a great card to take that action. So if my cube is all the way on the right, I want to use that skill, and it's a move to the right skill. I actually can't use that. I have to have it moved over to be able to use that skill.
I
and
see.
Those,
it's a prerequisite to actually use the skill. Okay.
Yeah, and those exhaust, and you'll get to unexhaust 1 during the cleanup phase. So that's the market phase, and everybody will take these cards. There's no limit to the number of cards that you can have. You can have as many as you want, as many as you can afford. And if you don't want to buy one, you can discard one of your choice, and you'll gain 2 gold.
So you can discard it, and then nobody else can buy it.
Right, yeah. So if you're a start player and you don't want to buy any of them, maybe you discard, if I see Chris has 3 leather armor pieces and he needs this other leather armor, then I'll maybe discard that.
Oh, it's a cool screw your buddy mechanic.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Or you just really discard one. So that is the market phase. All of the cards once discarded will not be added back in. There's enough market cards that will last for the entire game, so you won't if a card is discarded, you won't see it come up again.
Okay.
Nice.
Sea Otter is also saying that weapons have a rule. You can only carry 2 hands worth of weapons, which I guess is what these hands are, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the weapons, but the armor and all that, you can have more than one. But you can discard one to take another one. So you can, like, if you have 2, you're not like stuck with those. You can discard one.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
you can overwrite it. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see what else. Okay, so that is the market phase. So we've done the dice phase, which is where we roll dice, take dice. The market phase, where we choose if we want to buy something, discard it, whatever.
Yep.
And then there is the cleanup phase. So in the cleanup phase, you'll sort of like prep for the next round. So if you didn't use your charisma token to buy a market card, that's gone. You can refresh 1 exhausted skill card. Then the start player will kind of set up for the next round. So all of the remaining dice will go back in the bag. So that one that we didn't pick will go back in the bag.
Up here.
We'll draw that later. And then you'll do a new set of market cards. All of the ones that weren't picked are discarded.
Oh,
okay.
So if you didn't buy those are all gone.
So they're just gone.
Yep, all new market cards. And then you will so there's single dot and there's double dot market cards.
Right.
Yeah, so if one is depleted, then like if the single dot is depleted, then you add in the double dot. So those are kind of going to come in later.
Oh,
gotcha.
Are double dots
There's
stronger?
Yeah, they're like more powerful stuff.
Oh, okay.
And like a lot of them are victory point type stuff. So you can, I don't know if you can see the 2 market decks.
Yep.
Where do we
They're
have
like
them
right
here?
here. They're stacked on top of each other.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see that.
They're
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
just
yeah.
separated by number.
Yeah. So on the top, so it'll kind of automatically do that, right? So we don't have to.
Yeah, this thing did it for us. So.
You're supposed to shuffle them in. So once we get to the like second deck, you're supposed to like shuffle them, but they're already shuffled, so
Cool.
doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll replace gold on initiative cards. So we'll place another gold on the 2 and the 3, unless it still has a gold on it because someone didn't take it. You'll never have more than 1 gold on an initiative card. And then you pass the start player to play.
That's
All
it.
right.
Yep. So scoring, I'll kind of really briefly go over again. It'll be just an exact number of rounds. Whenever we fill our little role player character, then that's whenever we'll score. You'll get a reputation for each die on a player's character sheet that matches your class color. So you already get that. But you could get a bonus. Some cards will allow you to have bonuses, right? But this is just the base one. Your alignment card, you'll get whatever star your cube is on. Your factory card will be which dice you've been able to match colors with. You'll do that. The armor cards will earn you reputation for like sets. And trait cards will earn you if you fulfilled those trait obligations. Then stuff with that. If there is a tie, the person with the most gold wins. Still a tie. The person with the fewest number of dice in the class.
Oh, can you repeat that? We lost you there.
Yeah, we lost you on that one.
Okay, so the first tie is gold. The second tie breaker is the person with the fewest number of dice in their class color.
Okay.
And then the third tie is you just tie. So
Okay.
if there's 3, then you just die. That's it.
Then okay, got it.
I think that's pretty much every.
Awesome. Do you want to just do like a quick, just like from your player card, like a quick little run through of that, like how we would start here, and then we'll just restart and do a new game?
Yeah. So these are do a new game. Oh, do you want to? You mean do new Flippy?
Well, you just want to start a game.
Yeah, we can just start the game, I think.
Yeah, we'll just start how we are. Oh, so the other thing I did talk about. So to set up, who we need to roll for start player, right?
Okay.
So in a 3-player game, the third player, everyone starts with 5 gold. In a 3-player game, the third player will actually get an extra gold for initially starting in third place.
Okay.
And you will draw 7 dice that you will then place So we're all actually going to be placing these dice, and we can either take the numbers that are rolled as they are, or you can roll all of them, whatever you want to do, however you guys want to play that.
Okay.
They were Tabletopia kind of randomly sets that up.
Yeah, they kind of just gave it to us right here.
Yeah. So I'm glad to do whatever you guys want to do, but we should roll first.
Okay. Well, before we do that, I'm going to take our first little break here because we kind of just did our first little intro. You went over everything, so we're going to do our first YouTube edit break just to break this up. So
I hope that was okay.
Yeah, no, I mean,
that was great. That was perfect. That was really, really good.
No, this is great. It's a great little, like, I think it'll make a lot more sense once we see it played. You kind of went over the elements. We went over the things. It seems like everyone in chat is, like, very aware of this game as well, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any questions while we're playing, definitely ask, and Steph will do her best to clarify. Chat is also really good at clarifying, too, and Lyle and I will just kind of make stuff up.
Yeah, it looks like Sea Otter knows the rules as well. So if you guys have questions in the chat, I'm sure he'll get
we're
to
having
you.
fun. But great job, Steph.
Yep.
Awesome. So we'll be right back, guys, for part 2 of Role Player with special guest Stephanie Straw.